What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Wednesday, May 25th. And be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. Get yourself $25 on that first deposit. And we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Max Strus, Marcus Smart, Tyler Hero, PJ Tucker, and Jaylen Brown on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. Now, before we get into number 5, which is Al Horford, I just want to point this out. Starting at Jaylen Brown, who you see at 50%, everything we see from this point forward, you can mix and match and it's basically the same guy. It's that close from 1 to 6 that I don't really have a firm lead. So if you think 1 is ridiculous and you think Jaylen Brown should be the number 1 play today, I can't really fault that thought process. Everything from 1 to 6, basically the same. But now, Al Horford at number 5, 12K, projected for 34.5 fantasy points in the optimal lineup 51% of the time. I gave Horford 37 minutes. I am assuming Robert Williams and Marcus. I'm assuming everybody plays. Now, the most likely scenario is that somebody's going to sit, and we'll have to make these changes later. Watch the deeper dive for that. But for right now, I'm assuming everybody plays. 10.5 points, 10.5 boards, 3.5 assists, 2.5 stocks for Al Horford. You're probably not playing him at the MVP, but he could sneak in there. 13% likelihood at the star, 30% at pro, and just 4% at utility. If you're going to Horford, you're probably going in the pro spot. At number 4, I'm going to Grant Williams. He's 8K, projected for 21.5, and he's in the optimal line at 53% of the time. This is where you go for value. 34 minutes for Grant Williams, 14% usage, 10 points, 5 boards, an assist, and a stock and a half. The minutes are just there. He plays a ton, and it doesn't seem to matter who's in or who's out. But you're not playing him at MVP, you're not playing him at star, and you're not playing him at pro. 52% of the time, he is optimal at the utility spot. This is one of the easier things that you can do. It's a coin flip if Grant Williams is the utility value you need. And I just want to go to him as much as I can because I have a sneaky suspicion he's going to be underrepresented in that spot and over-owned elsewhere. At number 3, we go to Jimmy Butler, 15K, projected for 43.5, optimal lineup 55% of the time. Clearly not a great game in game 4. I think he rebounds here, obviously. 38 minutes, 28% usage, 23 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and close to 2.5 stocks for Jimmy. Now, Jimmy Butler is basically the opposite of Grant Williams. 31% of the time he's optimal at MVP. 19% of the time he's optimal at the star. So that's 50% right there at one of the 2 biggest multiplier spots. Very small chance that he could be optimal in the pro, just 5%. And you're never putting him at utility. So where we stand right now, Jimmy Butler, fantastic play. You're really only looking to get him with the biggest multiplier you can find. Same exact situation here for Jayson Tatum. He's 15,500, projected for 44.3, and he's in the optimal lineup 59% of the time. Slightly more minutes here for Tatum. I gave him 40. I am just a little bit worried about Jimmy Butler's health. 31% usage, 26 points, almost 7 boards, 5 assists, almost 2 stocks. 36% of the time he's in the MVP spot, 19% at star, and 4% at pro. Basically, you're just taking Tatum and Butler. You're flip-flopping them in between the MVP and the star. And if you want to get significantly different, you leave one of these 2 guys off completely. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. $25 on that first deposit. Back to Bam at number 1. He's just 13K, projected for 39, optimal lineup 60% of the time. 36 minutes here for Bam. It's been bad in games 1, 2, and 4. It was obviously exceptional in game number 3. 22% usage, 17 points, 10 boards, 4 assists, 2.5 stocks. But here's the tricky part for Bam. You can put him anywhere except for utility. 14% at MVP, 22% at star, and 24% at pro. I love getting to Bam. I love getting to Bam in a multiplier spot. You're not going to use him elsewhere. I really like the idea of going to Bam at star without Jimmy Butler, or potentially, I guess, without Jayson Tatum, but that makes it a little bit trickier. But I like getting to Bam in the star spot without one of the pay-up guys. That is where I think you'll be able to get the most unique lineup construction. But again, the difference between Jaylen Brown and Bam Adebayo is probably a minute in either direction. If I give Jaylen Brown one more minute and Bam Adebayo one less minute, we're probably seeing Jaylen Brown in the 2 spot. Jayson Tatum moves up, Bam falls to 6. It's all basically the same. Bam, Tatum, Butler, Grant Williams, Al Horford, Jaylen Brown. Mix it up, take whatever you want. You'll need at least 3 and probably 4 of those guys. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Wednesday, May 25th. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.